Hi, I'm Dan from Autoality, and today we're going to talk about carpet and interior cleaning. Specifically, we're going to be looking at some new products from High-Tech, some of their aerosols, and how they compare. We're just not going to read the label, we're going to actually look and see how they work on carpets. The first thing that I kind of want to point out, this is an E72 sanding sponge from Meguiar's, but if you notice, so many times you either have dog hair or lint in carpets, and it's very difficult to get out. But if you notice, one of the things, because we have the pet stones, we have some of the rubber brushes and things of that nature, but if you go up on plastics, it can scratch those. So if we look here, everyone can kind of see this. Look what's happening, and then you can get it up in a row and vacuum it up really quick, right? So before you start working on any carpet, as far as degreasing, brush it out, or get that lint out first, and then that way you're not driving any of this stuff back in. And again, you can see, you can either pick it up or it will easily come up with a vacuum. Okay? So a couple things, as we were looking, I'm just going to give you an example of what this looks like. I see I have a spot right here. I'm going to actually hit, this is the Dr. Foamy. Okay? And it is also an enzyme cleaner, but notice it's a dry foam. And then we're going to go with the extra foamy, just so you can all see this. The extra foamy is even, you can control it, and so if I was doing a headliner, I would use this product because I don't want to oversaturate that headliner, right? Then you have your fast and foamy. Okay? And notice, most of these with an inverted trigger, you're going to get some pretty significant foam. But as we can see, the Dr. Foamy generates the most amount of foam. The extra foamy is in the center, and then we're dealing with the fast and foamy right here. So once you apply it, you have a couple different options that you can use. I'm just going to use a smaller brush here. This is, I know that I have some defects that are right here, so I'm going to 4-directional brush it. Go across. And then once I agitate that surface, I'm going to take a brush, and this is what's called bonnet cleaning. So I'm going to wrap the towel around the brush, and then I'm going to go back and forth, and I'm going to clean. And as you can see, all that dirt is now on the towel. And what I would do is I would continue to move it to my next clean spot and continue to work. We also have another option as well. So, and with this I don't necessarily need the towel, but I'm going to use the towel to keep dirt and debris from flying into my face. This is a vortex gun, and what this gun does is it creates a vortex which then goes ahead and cleans those fibers. So if I'm moving, you can see a little bit of chemical that's still coming up, and if you want, you really don't want to oversaturate. But this is the area I'm really focused on because there is some sort of, I believe it's ink, I believe it's actually Sharpie marker, because this is one of my demo panels. And if I'm going, you can see it's just that little bit of cleaner saturated that area enough to pull a lot of that off, okay? So with that being said, we're going to look at the orange pop. It's a super degreaser or degreaser. Traditionally, you need a solvent. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this, and I'm going to see what it does. And you can see the foam level that you have with the orange degreaser. Smells fantastic too. So I'm going to hit that, and then one thing I like to do to see if it's actually working, take a little bit, go into that stain. Now, notice the other stain was kind of brown. This one's black. So I was right. And a lot of times if I'm testing, if I'm releasing that in this towel, you know the product you picked is working. If it's not coming out, you know the product isn't working. Try something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just a little bit more of this. And we're going to try this with the vortex gun. Hit it, work it in just a little bit. vortex. Just block it. Now, notice the black, which again came from a Sharpie marker. And if you notice there, you really don't see a shadow any longer. So it's kind of a trick that you could use a vortex gun. I could continue actually bonnet cleaning that to ultimately get that out, but sometimes tools help make our lives a lot easier, right? So again, any questions that you may have, we could spend a little bit more time on each individual product, but I think you seeing them real time and what they actually are doing and kind of working through situations is better for all of us. So thanks so much. All these products are available at Autoality, and reach out. We're more than happy to help you.